we're going to talk about a band right here. What I like about this is, you know me, Sandy, I'm a rock and roll guy, okay? I mean, we've got a winery that's geared for rock and roll.
Right.
Okay. So I grew up, born in 1952, I grew up in the 60s. I'm a product of the 60s with Zeppelin, the Beatles, the Who, Jethro Tull, Stones, you name them. That was my life in those days. I mean, you're getting yourself albums, you're going down to Licorice Pizza and you're buying an album in there and you're looking at it. I still remember the first time I heard Abbey Road with the Beatles. I cut school and cut football practice. Boy, did I get in trouble.
I was going to say, did you
oh
get in
my
trouble?
God, I got in so much trouble. But it was worth it because we sat and listened to Abbey Road and listened to it again and then again.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, it was just like, the music in that day, you know, you were so into it, and I was so into the sound because it was so unique and it's so different. Well, rock and roll, and I've said it to Kevin Rock many times, is there new rock and roll anymore? In other words, we always, okay, you got Aerosmith, but Aerosmith's still doing Aerosmith stuff out of the 80s or the 70s or the 60s, whenever they were. You're hearing the old stuff that they all did, and we all love it. I mean, it's like, oh my God, that's fantastic, you know. But who's doing new rock and roll? Well, we have a band right here, and they're called the Last Allyance, okay? And they have a CD that's breaking today, and they do new rock and roll. And these guys are all over 50 years old, so they know what rock and roll is. They grew up with it, okay? And we're going to talk right now to an old friend of mine, Frank Boudreau. And Frank and me go back about 20 years, and, well, I'm more of a friend to him because he's never really done much.
anything for you.
No, like most people. He just uses me. He just uses me for whatever. But here we are, Frank. You got this band called Last Alliance. Tell us a little bit.
Yes, sir. Well, the Last Alliance started 2006, actually, just as a closet recording project with me and this Mike here and our guitar player. We put out a few demos, and then I said, "Hey, Mike, you know, we got to do something live with this. This just sucks being in the closet all the time, you know what I mean?"
Whoa.
Well,
I didn't know
that.
this. I did not know we were going down this road.
I'm sorry, honey.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So we got a couple of our friends, Dave behind me here, and a drummer, Bill Davis, friends of ours, and we said, "Hey, can you guys do this live thing with us, because you know we're dying
In the closet.
in the garage, in the closet, yeah, whatever." And so we did it. So we started playing last year. We actually started playing live. We just culled a bunch of the songs that we've been doing for the last 10 years and just started playing live, played Billy O's and a couple of local places. And then we met this guy, Pat Murphy, and he said, "Hey."
Was he in the closet with you?
He was. We were hugging.
Wow.
And
this closet is crowded.
we were hugging one day, and
I don't doubt it.
Hey,
and he said, "Yes."
Was the music that you were doing back then, was it original, or were you doing, okay.
It was original. Mike and I go way back from 1983 was my second band. He'd been in quite a few by then, but 1983 we were in a band called Madison Avenue together. And then Dave, I played with him in the early 90s in a couple cover bands. And so yeah, I've known these guys forever. We're all really good friends.
You know what's funny? I had no idea Frank was a singer for years, because Frank actually was my UPS driver and delivering to me every day. And we got to know each other real well. Unfortunately, he's a UCLA fan, so we go back and forth on this, okay, and do bets. And he's a High Sierra guy like I am, and all this.
Yes.
But I found out about Frank one time. Somebody said, "Have you ever heard Frank sing?" And I go, "No, I didn't know Frank sang." And they go, "Oh my God, he sings at the church." And it'll blow your mind. He's got this incredible voice.
I want to hear.
And,
can I hear?
And of course, that person was wearing 2 hearing aids, so I'm not sure. They couldn't really hear. But I mean, but that's when I found out that he was a singer.
Oh.
And then then I always knew he was doing bands and everything else. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a neat story. Here you are, and what are you, about 55, 50?
55, good guess.
55,
yes.
right on thing. Retired. I hate him. I hate his guts. I really do. 55 and retired. What in the world?
You know, I got to get out and golf once in a while.
Yeah, golf, playing a band. Come on, man. It's just wrong.
Oh, my
Okay, well, they're out of the closet now.
Okay,
Yes,
so
just
we're-
barely. We're
so-
peeking out.
So you've got a new album coming out, or a new CD,
Yes.
and it's all original music.
Yes,
That
it
is
is.
crazy.
It's called Snake in the Grass is the name of the album. It's on Sound Palace Records, which Pat owns, and he is the owner, proprietor, our producer, our engineer, and he plays little keyboards for us too. So it's always good to have the record company guy in your band because then
Yeah, then you know he's
we're
gonna do
guaranteed
something.
a second album at least. You know?
So can I hear something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's do something.
We're going to do a song called Heaven, and it's a kind of a blues rocker, and we're going to do an acoustic version of it, and we're going to cut it down a little bit because it's a little long. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll
And
do
are
that
you
for
going to sing?
I think so. Yeah,
Nice.
I think
I think he
vocals
should.
go
I
along
think
good
he
with the
should.
music.
You know? So why
that's
don't we-
what I'm thinking.
Why don't we try something
Let's
like
do
that?
it. Let's try
do
it.
it.
Let's try
Okay.
it.
Okay, you guys are on. Let's go.
I think I know where I'm going, 'cause I sure know where I've been. There is a sign on the wall for me. It says that I got to make amends. I'm gonna clean up my careless ways. Oh, yeah, 'cause that's what she'd want me to do. I wanna make sure I can take care of you, yeah. Before I leave this place, before I go, yeah. This is heaven's big surprise. She was an angel at my side, watching over me, watching over me. I was not a praying man, till she showed me who I am. Well, I started to believe, started to believe. I've been trying to make everything alright. It's been a long and winding road. I want you to know you can count on me. Before I leave this place, before I go, oh, this is heaven's big surprise. She was an angel at my side, watching over me, watching over me. I was not a praying man till she showed me who I am. I started to believe, started to believe. Tell me, angel, what you want from me. Tell me, angel, show me, angel, show me what you see. Oh yeah, come on.
Wow.
Yeah, that was, oh my goodness.
I loved it. I love the
Very
raspiness of your voice. That's
Well, thank
awesome.
you. That's kind of the early morning thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm usually too raspy, so you know.
No, it sounded
I
great,
like
man.
it.
It sounded great. That was awesome. Brand new song right there called Heaven
Yeah.
from the album Snake in the Grass.
Yes, I think if there was a single, which there really officially isn't, that would probably be it, because it's kind of the most
Catchy.
middle of the road type
Mainstream.
thing. Yeah, mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all original.
Yeah, there's some hard rock on there. There's blues. There's we have a jazz song actually that we got a really good local guy, Brandon Reagan, to play sax on,
Yeah.
and you know, there's something for everybody on there. You know what I mean?
I like
Yeah.
the diversity of all the music that's on the CD. That's
Yeah,
cool. I
very,
like it.
very good.
Yeah.
Now, who writes your music?
We all do.
Okay.
We're using some of the older songs that Mike and I wrote from the last few years.
How do you write together? Okay, a question for you here. Now, you got two people.
Yes,
and,
Tom.
and you're sitting here and you're writing a song and you're feeling it should go one way and sometimes the other person's feeling it should go another way.
Mhm.
How do you work through that?
We usually just start off with a riff, you know, a guitar riff that Mike will come up with. And then we'll take it over to Dave's studio, and Dave is a super awesome musician when it comes to figuring out chords and harmonies and stuff like that. So we take the riff over there and we just sit down and start goofing around, and then
it comes out.
and then these guys will butt heads a little bit, you know, figuring out, oh, I want to do that chord, I want this chord, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, you know. And
let me just sing.
yeah, we eventually figure it out, and we all agree, hey, yeah, I think this could be a cool song, and then we go over to our little studio there, and we put some dummy tracks down, and before you know it, we got a whole song.
That's cool. I
So
love it.
when you do a song, are you doing where the music is done and then you're singing in other words, are you doing it all at the same time? Or
When we write, yeah. I'll just sit there with a pad and paper and scribble down.
But how about
stuff.
when you're cutting a song? Hey, you're cutting a song
we'll
in
do
a
it.
studio.
We'll do it the old way: drums, bass, and then rhythm guitars, lead stuff. Vocals come last usually. Yeah.
So they're just laying it in. It's layered.
yes, it's
to make a song.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Okay, very
That's
interesting.
right.
Well, that's a whole other world right
Yeah,
there.
that is
Yeah.
interesting. I like that.
Very cool. Okay, so we got Last Alliance. Where are you guys going to be playing?
Right now, we have nothing in the works until our
Okay.
CD release party, which is going to be Halloween night out at our practice rehearsal place in Oxnard.
Okay.
Huge warehouse with a big stage, lights, video
Oh, fun.
screen.
Very cool.
So we're it's going to be a semi-private party. We're inviting all our Facebook fans and people like that. You guys will be invited, of
Thank you.
course. In fact, I'd like you to MC it, you know. Because I know,
we're
I
pretty
know
expensive.
my radio voice isn't quite as good as yours.
And now, Last Alliance.
See,
No.
there you go.
Yeah, we'll
so we'll
see,
get him
yeah.
a job. We'll give him
Yeah.
we'll give him some wine.
No,
Beer.
Beer.
Give him a beer.
Beer.
I work
That's
for
right.
beer.
Tom's a beer guy.
Sandy will work for wine.
Owns a winery, drinks beer. That's kind of weird.
Right?
It is weird, but it's the way it works. Thank God, because I'd take my alcoholism to another level if I was drinking what I was pouring. Can't do that now.
I went
Holy
to your winery last night. It was quite good. Thanks for the wine, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. And that's, of course, Blend's Winery 2220, Eastman Avenue, number 110. We're open today from 12 to 5.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we
Always
are.
gets that plug.